Here we are in this beautiful 14-foot Phaeton today, and I want to show you this. We have a lot of questions and concerns about sagging slide ceilings. Now this is the 5-piece slide. It's not the seamless slide, but seamless slides will be the same thing. But if you look, this one now is pretty much even all the way across. Let me back up here and show you. So this space between the fascia and the ceiling there, the fascia and the crown, down here again, the fascia and the crown. So that's where you can kind of tell. If you're sitting there, you can look. This one over here, it holds up pretty well too. Up there, it's okay. You don't have a lot of the heavy cabinets. So this side over here has the microwave and a lot of heavy cabinets. So a couple things going on with this. Number one, if you don't have these cabinets, sometimes you have the lights. You may get water coming out of the lights. These guys actually had water dripping from right here. It can drip underneath the microwave, between the microwave, was dripping right here, was in their cabinets, because water will find a path of least resistance. So as it swags down, looks like a smile in here in the middle. What happens is water gets in underneath the slide topper, or in their case, there's a couple things. There was actually a branch was underneath the rubber, and the slide topper had tore loose from the thread had deteriorated and come loose from the side of the coach. So all the water was running in and water was running underneath the rubber. That gasket swipes. There is some situations sometimes with the gasket. You can check for the gasket on the outside. There's many things that leads to that leak that we look for. The F molding not being caulked properly. That is actually this here, this white piece. It goes like this over the roof, and it has a piece that comes up that the fascia attaches to. We call that the F molding. It's like an upside down F. Slides over that, and the piece goes up and it attaches to. On the back side of that, on the top where this is, only the top side, that needs to be caulked all the way down. It's hard to see. You have to raise up the seal, have the slide topper off to look, but they caulk that and they put tape over it, like clear tape, because it takes it a couple days to dry. That way it doesn't smear that everywhere. So if there's a void there, water can get in. If it's sagging, water can get in. If the seal is bad or deteriorated, water can get in. If there's something, in his case, again, like there was a branch underneath the seal, water can get in. And again, even all these are going to sag maybe a little bit, maybe 1/4 of an inch. That's just the weight of it. That's just how that happens. And with the topper being torn loose also adds more water up there. So you need a good topper up there, you need a good seal up there, and structure. So people say, how do you fix a sagging ceiling? And you know, we used to, old school, we'd take this fascia off and take a piece of cambered steel, had a bow in it, we would raise it up, but it eventually comes back, it settles back down. So this is what they're doing now, and Cody Pours did this for them. So if you hear them refer to what we call spindles, so these are spindles, and they will actually jack the countertops up as much as they can, and these spindles go in under here and here. They add to it, and they can match the color of the wood. They're kind of like they're made to be there. I think some folks makes like a spice rack right here. You can actually put spices in there. It's just a rack with a shelf, because you know you have so much storage, so much room in these coaches. A little bit of storage is probably not needed. Just making a joke there, but you can put a spice rack or the spindles, and it lifts that back up. Matter of fact, when he did this morning, this coach come in, there was still had a heavy rain. There was still some water was dripping out. They're trying to dry everything out. It was actually dripping out on the cabinet here, and some was dripping out on their couch right here. But those spindles will lift that up. Again, Cody Pours, Josh Stanley, Chris Berry, all these wood guys, they know how to do these spindles, and they can help you out with that and raise those up, and they can match the stain. I don't know the price point, $200 or $300 for that to get that put in, something like that. I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but it raises that back up, and you get the same amount on this top part up here all the way down. So a lot of people's probably never even looked at their slide in the gap right there So you're probably going to go look at that now. You may be watching this and saying, oh no, that's happening, you know. But you call these wood guys and they can take care of you building that spindle and raising that up. We can check the seal. We do the slide service again. We check those seals, and when we do slide toppers, we look at the seal and we take that slide topper off, and we can recalk that whole thing there. We have to, different ways we do that. Sometimes you have to take the fascia down. Sometimes there's enough room you can get there without the fascia. This actually has the ring up there, so I don't know if we'd be able to do that. We have a special tool that we use to do that, and then like I said, we take the clear tape and put over that after we clean it, cut it and clean it and recalk it. That way it can dry, and it kind of smears out, makes a waterproof barrier there to stop that. So again, just showing you a few things about these sagging slide ceilings, trying to give you some direction, who to talk to, the verbiage to use. You know, it's a spindle or a spice rack to jack that up, and you know, you just kind of check here and see the space between here and the roof, or that in the crown. He got this one pretty close. There was a pretty good smile. This one was about 3/4 of an inch, but he's got it pretty close now, and that spindle helped out. And hopefully with a new slide topper and a new seal and some new caulking, all their water issues in this slide should be taken care of. So like always, we ask you to like, share, and follow us. Share our page, help us out with that. And this is how the Precision Boys do it. Thank you.